Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Banana. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an image slideshow alongside a smooth entrance for text and button animation on Screw. So at the end of this tutorial, we're going to create something that looks like this. As you can see here, this cool gradient background with our image and a border, a glowy border, like what you can see here. So now when you come over here and you scroll down, this is what's going to happen. You're going to notice your text slides in smoothly and becomes visible, and your button also slides in, and you continue scrolling. You also notice that the image slides out, and then the next image comes in, and it slides in the next image like that. And we have this cool slide image animation on both direction, and you continue scrolling. You have this effect to show, as you can see. Now the effects revealing shows depending on the speed of your scrolling. Okay, if you scroll fast, you have the effects show faster, and then you scroll slowly, you have it coming in smoothly like that. Okay, and also when you scroll back up, you have your text go back, and you scroll down, you have them coming in again. And I also added a button animation that suits our image slideshow idea. Now when you come over here and you hover on this, you're gonna have this cool slide animation for the button, as you can see. And you continue scrolling, you have your image slideshow like that. And get this effect can be achieved if you're using both the Elementor free version and the Elementor Pro version by just following step by step this tutorial, and you achieve this cool design. You can use this for hero section, you can even use it for call to action section on your web page, bringing sections to life, and it is responsive on all devices. And we can check it out on tablet. Now this is what we have on tablet. Now when you scroll down, you're going to have your text slide in and your button also, and then you continue scrolling, you have your image slideshow animation working smoothly, as you can see. And then when you scroll back up, you have the effect also take place, and then you get to the top, you have your button goes out smoothly, and your text also goes out smoothly like that. And we can also check it out on mobile. So on mobile, this is what we'll have. When you scroll, you have your text coming in smoothly and your button coming in like that. You continue scrolling, you have your image slideshow working wonderfully. As you can see, you continue scrolling, you have the previous image giving room for the next image like that. This is a very cool animation. And then when you scroll back up, you have the effect still work in reverse like that. And your text and button all go smoothly. Okay. So this is a very cool animation you can use to on your website, as you can see. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In our Elementor editing screen, what I'll do here is I'll click on this plus icon here, select the Flexbox container, then I'll select the structure here. Come over here to the content width and set it to full width. For the minimal height, I'll change the unit from pixel to VH and give it the value of 100. Then I'll justify content to the center, align items to the center as well. Then I head over to the advanced settings. For the padding, I'm just going to unlink this. To the top, I'll give it a value of 60 pixel, to the bottom 60 pixel as well. Now for reference purposes, I'm just going to call this one here main section container. Then I'll come over here to the layout, toggle this, come down to the additional option. Now for the HTML tag, I'm just going to set it to section. Then I will head over to the add element and add a container within it. Now set the content width to full width. Now I'm just going to duplicate this container. Now for reference purposes, I'm going to call the first container image wrapper container. Then for the second container, I'm just going to call this one text container. Okay. Now for the image wrapper container, I'll come over here. For the width, I'll change the unit from percentage to pixel and give it a value of 900 pixel. Now for the minimal height, I'm going to change the unit from pixel to VH and give it a value of 60 VH. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here to justify content and then set align items to the center as well. Okay. So now that I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come over here to our add elements, and then I'm going to add image to it. And then for this image here, I'll head over to my media library. Then I'm going to select an image that we'll be using. So I'll select this image here. Then I'll come over here to the style option. Now I'm going to set the image to be the same as that of our image wrapper container. So I'll set the width here, change the unit from pixel, from percentage to pixel, and give it a value of 900, same as that of our image container. Then for the height, I'm just going to change the unit from pixel to VH and give it a value of 59 VH. Set the object fit to cover. Come over here to the border radius and give it a value of 20 pixel. Okay, so this is what we'll have. Now I'm going to come over here to the advanced settings, come over here to where we'll have the position and set the position to absolute. For the offset, I'll just erase it so that it's empty. And then for the vertical orientation offset, I'm also going to erase it so that it's empty and it's perfectly placed at the center. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to duplicate this image multiple times. I'm going to duplicate it 5 times. And then I'm just going to, pause this video and change the images. So we'll have different types of images here. Okay, in order to avoid making this video long. So I've successfully changed the images to different images. Now we cannot see the various images because they are set to position absolute. So they are on top of each other. However, in order to see it, I'm just going to click on this hide. You see the next image like that. These are the various images that are changed. And this is the, okay. So now I'm just going to undo this. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do, come over here to the text container. Now make sure we justify content to the center and align items to the center. I'll head over to the add element and then I'm going to add a heading widget. Okay, for the HTML tag, I'm going to set it to P tag. Then I'll come over here, the text here, I'm just going to paste this here. Now I'm going to duplicate this. Now for the second text, what I'll do here, just come over here and say, join us. All right. Then the next thing I'll do here is I'll come over to add element and I'll select the button widget. Now drag it and drop it right below this text here. Then for the button text, I'm going to say book section. All right. Then go to the style option. And all I just need to do for the style here is come over to the background type. And then for the background, I'm going to set it to transparent like that. Okay. The reason for this is that we have in our code, there is a section that stylizes this particular button and adds some cool animation that suits our animation idea. Okay, so now that I've done everything necessary, just add a structure for our design. The next thing I'm going to do here is we're just going to add our CSS classes to the containers and the widgets so that as soon as we add our code, it's going to take effect instantly. I head over to my code editor. Now, if you come over here, these are the various classes we're going to use. So I'm just going to copy this out. Come over here to where we have the main section container. And then I'm just going to come over here and add this. Then I'll go back here. And then for the image wrapper, I'll copy this out. Now, you do not have to worry about this code here. Okay. It's going to be made available in the description of this video for you to use in your project. Okay. So I'm just going to come over here, image wrapper, go to the advanced settings, and then I'll paste this under the CSS. Now, come over to the text container, go to the advanced settings, come over here, and I'll just type text. Then finally, I'll come over to the button, go to the advanced settings, come over to where we'll have the CSS class, and I'm going to type btn. Okay, so we are done adding the various CSS classes to the containers on widget. The next thing I'm going to do is scroll down here, come over to add element, and then I'm going to search for the HTML widget. Now I'll drag it and drop it here. Okay, then I'll head over to my code editor. Now I'm going to copy out the CSS style and also the JavaScript GSAP code. Okay, and I'm going to come over here and I'll paste it. Now you can see that our effect is taking place instantly. We now have this cool background with this section here with a neon like border. Okay, and our image have all disappeared and the text here is also not visible. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll just click on the publish so we can preview it and see what we'll have. Now I'll click on preview. Now this is what we'll have here. Now when we scroll down, we're gonna see our text coming smoothly, and then our button also coming smoothly. You continue scrolling, you're gonna have this cool slideshow with the images, whereby the previous image comes in smoothly with the current image also showing partly. And you continue scrolling, you have this effect like that, as you can see. Now when you scroll back up, you're gonna have the effect also happen smoothly. Now, this is a very wonderful effect you can use to stylize your project and bring sections to life. Now, when you get to the top, you're going to see the button is already getting invisible. Now, it goes and just slide over smoothly. And when you scroll, they're going to come in and become visible smoothly like this. Okay. I also told you that our code has a cool animation for our button that suits our design idea. Now, when you hover on the button, you're going to have this cool slide like this, okay, that suits our slide effect for the image. So this is a wonderful section, a perfect section to use as either a hero section, a call to action section on your cool website. And mind you, this effect is highly responsive on all devices, and you can also achieve it. As you can see, if you're using the Elementor free version or the pro version, you can achieve this cool effect, no hassle. Okay, so that's pretty much it about this tutorial. If you like what you see and you've learned something new from this tutorial, remember to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you're new to your channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. And feel free to drop a comment wherever you're confused, and I'll do well to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye-bye.